والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So we're going to continue explaining the qasida of or Lamiyat ibn al-Wardi, where we go over the advices that Ibn al-Wardi gave in these 77 abiyat. Where we go. And so last week we covered 3 abiyat. Today we're covering 3 inshallah. أول بيت, the first bait that we're going to cover, وَاتْرُكِ الْغَادَةَ لَا تَحْفَلْ بِهَا تُمْسِ فِي عِزٍّ رَفِيعٍ وَتُجَلٍ. Ibn al-Wardi here in the 4th line, he says, وَاتْرُكِ الْغَادَةَ لَا تَحْفَلْ بِهَا. Leave being infatuated. Al-Ghada means al-mar'a, al-fatah, al-layyina, al-jamila. MashaAllah, people are smiling. When I talk about the Prophet ﷺ, when I talk about this, people are so sad. When I start talking about girls, everyone becomes happy.
Important topic.
وَاتْرُكِ الْغَادَةَ لَا تَحْفَلْ بِهَا. He said, leave the infatuation of women. لَا تَحْفَلْ بِهَا, لَا تَحْفِلْ بِهَا. And do you guys know what hafla means? A party. A party. That's where people gather. So لا تحفل بها means لا تجمع همك. Like, don't make all of your focus about women. You know, nowadays young men, all that they do is they're infatuated with the opposite gender. All they think about is nisa, woman. That's what they do. أنا عايش الشباب. I know this is their wallah. This is their hal. It's very sad. All they think about is the opposite gender. They have no طموح in life. They have no goals in life. All they think about is the opposite gender. And this is not what you should do. And so Ibn al-Wardi, this great scholar, this great faqih, in this line of poetry, he's saying, اترك الغادة لا تحفل بها, لا تحفل بها. Don't make all of your ways about women. تمسي في عز رفيع وتجل. And if you leave the infatuation of women and you focus on your own self and you worry about things that are more important, تمسي في عز رفيع وتجل. If you do that as a man, you will remain and keep your status. You will remain and keep your honor, and you will not lower yourself to that state. You will not lower yourself to that state. You know, there's that they say in the English language, a simp. So this existed also in that time as well. And I'm starting to sound like Andrew Tate now in this lecture. I don't know. He knows what it is. There's a line of poetry where the sha'ir, he says, لا تدعني إلا بيا عبدها لا تدعني إلا بيا عبدها فإنها أشرف أسماء. This guy, he became so lost in ishq that he said, don't call me with any name except her servant, because that's the most beloved name to me. That's the most noble name to me. Don't call me by anything except her servant. And wallah, this is the hal of some rijal, but they're not really rijal, that they become slaves to women. All they think about, they go clubbing. Don't do that. If you want to be an honorable man, a noble man, don't worry yourself and don't chase after the opposite gender. Rather, focus on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Focus on building a relationship with Allah azza wa jal. Focus on learning about Islam. Focus on these things that will actually benefit you. And then in the line after, he said, وَافْتَكِرْ فِي مُنْتَهَا حُسْنِ الَّذِي أَنْتَ تَهْوَاهُ تَجِدْ أَمْرًا جَلًّا. Right, I skipped some lines, by the way, because he gets into very explicit stuff. I don't think it's la'iq for the masjid. I'm just letting you know, so if anybody's watching, they're like, hey, the sheikh is skipping some line. No, I'm not skipping it on purpose. وَافْتَكِرْ فِي مُنْتَهَا حُسْنِ الَّذِي أَنْتَ تَهْوَاهُ تَجِدْ أَمْرًا جَلًّا. Jalal is min al-awdad. It could be something that is haqir, something low, or something azim. وَافْتَكِرْ means think about. فِي مُنْتَهَا حُسْنِ الَّذِي. Think about the end of that thing that you're so desiring, that you're so infatuated about. Akramakumullah, but the opposite gender that you perhaps show passion towards is, they grow old. They grow white hair. They become, like, as you know, things, they don't last. People get old, and that thing that you so desire and you put so much effort into, At the end of the day, it's just another human. It's just a body. في منتهى حسن أنت تهواه. And so, تهواه means something that you seek, something that you desire. Can anybody know how do you say hobby or passion in Arabic? Huh? Hawiya or hiwaya, right? A hobby, a passion that you have. That's what it means. أنت تهواه. Something that you're passionate about, something that you desire. And I'll give you guys an interesting fa'idah. The Arabic language has some very, like you can say it's very miraculous in a way. When you say the word hawa yahwi, what does it mean? To fall. See, it goes hawa yahwi. And over here, hawiya yahwa. Hawiya yahwa. It's as if you're seeking something, you're going forward for something. See how that is beautiful, huh? Yeah. So, like I said, so some of the scholars in the sharh of this, they mentioned this fa'ida lughawiyya. Whether we know it's sahih or not, it just was worthy of mentioning. So think, if you have something that you desire from amongst the dunya, think about the end of it. It's not going to bring you any benefit, and that desire that you feel, once you get the pleasure of it, it'll be gone. So it's better that you focus on something that will actually benefit you long term. Think about your relationship with Allah Azza wa Jal, and think about you as a Muslim, because you will benefit with it long term. So as a Muslim and as a man, you should think about the long term always. You should have a long term vision, and not rather than focusing on the day-to-day pleasures that you might experience. وَافْتَكِرْ فِي مُنْتَهَى حُسْنِ الَّذِي أَنْتَ تَهْوَاهُ. That thing that you desire, تَجِدْ أَمْرًا جَلَدْ. You'll find it to be something that is very small. You'll find it to be something that is not worthy of your time, not worthy of your focus. In the last line I'll cover, وَهْجُرِ الْخَمْرَةَ إِن كُنْتَ فَتًى كَيْفَ يَسْعَى فِي جُنُونٍ مَنْ عَقَلَ. He said, وَهْجُرِ الْخَمْرَةَ إِن كُنْتَ فَتًى, and leave off. Al-khamra means khamr, means alcohol, intoxication. إِن كُنْتَ فَتًى, if you are a young man. Leave off intoxication if you're a young man. So many kids nowadays, so many young men nowadays, they do weed, they do vape. It's very sad. They can't live without these things. وَهْجُرِ الْخَمْرَةَ إِن كُنْتَ فَتًى كَيْفَ يَسْعَى فِي جُنُونٍ مَنْ عَقَلَ. Literally, it's a real question. How can someone with sound intellect, someone that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed with a mind that is able to process things, how many people do not have this ability? So many people in the hospitals, for example, that are disabled. You are gifted with that intellect, and so it's a responsibility. كَيْفَ يَسْعَى فِي جُنُونٍ مَنْ عَقَلَ. How can someone that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed with an intellect, sound intelligence, a brain, a mind, and then chooses to intoxicate himself, where he has no control of what he does? I'm sure Sheikh Shahid knows how many car accidents happen because people are intoxicated. How many bad things happen between family members because of intoxication? How many cases after cases just because of this? Right? So he's giving us this advice. وَهْجُرِ الْخَمْرَةِ إِن كُنْتَ فَتًى كَيْفَ يَسْعَى فِي جُنُونٍ مَنْ عَقَلَ. And leave off any of these intoxications. They will not benefit you. And rather you should focus on those things that will be of benefit to you. And so we covered the 3 lines, and every week inshallah we'll continue on covering 3 lines of Ibn al-Wardi's Lamiyah. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.